While the presence of a person in a wheelchair and or they're using a service animal are classic indicators for a person with a disability, for many their disabilities are not so obvious and yet may still be debilitating. According to the Invisible Disability Association, conditions that are mental, physical, or neurological that impacts a person's activities, senses, or movements that are not obvious but are invisible to an outside person qualify as an invisible disability. A vet or emergency service worker with post-traumatic stress disorder, or an employee that has seizures or anxiety attacks are examples of persons with issues not obvious to an observer, but that may have a significant impact in their daily lives. Title I of the Americans with Disability Act of 1990 clearly states that a person is disabled if they have a condition, mental or physical, that substantially limits one or more major life activities. The Act prohibits discrimination and reasonable accommodation in work for qualified applicants. For management to discriminate against a person with a service animal is unconscionable, unreasonable, and illegal. As long as the service animal is under control, not vicious or a threat, and is housebroken, there should not be any issues about the animal in the workplace or other public areas. It is management's duty to work with all staff on how to reasonably accommodate the individual and their service animal. This would include the use of information on meetings on how to approach and not approach the animal, provide ongoing education about service animals in the workplace and in any other public business, provide ongoing training specifically for disabilities and the workplace and reasonable accommodation. On December 4th of 2013, the EEOC sued Direct Optical Incorporated out of Michigan for their discrimination of an optician with generalized anxiety disorder, depression, and PTSD. According to the case, a violation of Title I and Title VII of the ADA occurred when the optical retailer denied a reasonable accommodation.